All right, next video. So we're going to take the next thing on the list, the next commander, and I'm going to show you the talents. There's no point in me showing you the talents for the deputies because, like I said, you don't even use them as commanders, and the talents for deputies don't come into play. Um, Maybe I'll do something on Theo at some point to show off Garrison, but honestly, you should probably do your own talent for Garrison for Theo because I don't have a whole ton of it. Believe it or not, most people don't attack my city. In fact, nobody has. So I've never really truly gotten to use it. I've just seen other people use it, and it seems pretty powerful. So I run Theo and Bakshi for Garrison on my city in the wall. But without further ado, let's do Forondil here, the other commander. So once again, you're taking your obvious 3 at the bottom, March speed, of course. You're coming in here, you're getting your 1% attack and March speed, and you're going to the left, of course, because you want to take up perfect ferocity, which gives you that 15% damage dealt for 10 seconds, which, like I said, is longer than most people are going to live against you, so might as well be forever. So you're going to, on the way there, you're going to take the March speed for 15%. You're going to take your attack for 2.5%, and I believe everything is the same because this is the Calvary branch as my last video, so you're not going to want less hero skill damage. Like I said, most people aren't even going to get a hero skill attack on you if you kill them in 7 seconds. And you're not going to need more normal attack damage because it's not much to begin with. You're not going to take Legion takes less normal attack damage, and you're not going to take the Rage because, of course, you want that 4% hero skill damage. Perfect. In the other direction, Forondil is a little bit interesting because it has a control tree. So there are some choices here that you can make a little bit different than mine without it negatively affecting you. Let's see. What did I do here? It's funny how this talent did things in a weird order because of the fact that I have the auto talent on this season. But anyway, the order you go in is March speed 10%. You're going to avoid more counterattack damage. You're going to avoid less attack damage. You're going to go for the attack, 2%. Then you're going to avoid the less hero skill damage, and you're going to avoid the 10%, grants rage, because you have 4% more normal attack. Honestly, in this circumstance, I wouldn't be too upset about the rage. I think the reason why I took the normal attack in this circumstance is I don't need a whole lot more rage generation than what I have already. In all honesty, I might take this next time. But even when you level this up entirely, it ends up being like 50%, I believe. 50% chance. So, the RNG things aren't that great all the time because you may not end up getting any rage. But it's on a normal attack, so you do a lot of normal attacks. So that might actually work out great to pick that. Maybe I'll pick that next time. I think I have in the past, honestly. So, when casting rage skills, inflict slow on the target legion, reducing them for 15%. Your other choice is counterattacks have a 10% chance to steal 40 rage from the enemy legion. Honestly, both of these are great. The slow is great because you're going to be running up into ranged units. You immediately hit your rage skill, and you're immediately inflicting 15% slow on them, which is useful because often when you're cavalry and you're running at a ranged unit, they're running away from you. So anything that slows them down from running away is just going to make you kill them even faster. However, stealing the rage would be pretty cool too. You'll rage a little bit faster. Like I said, most of the units that you kill are not even going to get a rage off before you kill them. So, stealing some rage is going to make that even more likely. So either one of those would work. Next, less counterattack damage, don't need it. When your legion enters battle, they slow the target, reducing their march speed by 6% for 10 seconds. Or you can deal more hero skill damage. In this case, I really do like the reducing the march speed when you enter battle, but 4% more hero skill damage is amazing. So you have to take that. Next, you have a choice between when your Legion takes skill damage, they gain 10 additional rage. This can be triggered every 10 seconds. Absolute garbage, because nobody, like I said, is going to do skill damage on you, hopefully. So, don't need it. When your Legion launches a normal attack, they have a 10% chance to inflict defense break on the target Legion, reducing their def by 5%. Or your other choice is casting rage skills. Your Legion has a 25% to inflict gloom on the target Legion, reducing their attack by 1% for 5 seconds. Honestly, either of these is great. You're either going to inflict defense break on them, which is going to allow you to do even more attack damage to them, or you're going to inflict gloom on the target, which reduces their attack for 1%. Like I said, most people aren't going to do a lot of damage to you, so even though this one has a greater chance of happening, it's nicer to do more damage to them because it kills them faster. If you reduce their attack, in most cases, people are doing, 7 normal attacks on you before they die. It just doesn't end up being that much damage. Honestly, I put my one last remaining talent into that at the end. I wouldn't be too upset if I had picked that for all of it and then maybe put one in here at the end or somewhere else. Next, you have a choice between your Legion gains a debuff effect. They have 50% chance to slow the enemy, reducing their march speed by 4% for 5 seconds. This trigger can be triggered every 5 seconds when your Legion gains a debuff effect. Yeah. It's just so many ifs in there. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that one. Grants healing. I don't care about healing when your Legion inflicts a debuff. Now, Forondil does do debuffs quite a bit with the cowardice, but honestly, don't really need healing. Now, with Sage, you get your Legion has a 50% chance to gain synergy every time they inflict a debuff effect on the enemy Legion, increasing your hero skill damage by 2% for 10 seconds. Obviously, this is awesome. You're going to inflict debuffs with cowardice using Forondil. They're not even going to be able to hit you with normal attacks when they have cowardice, which is another reason why reducing their damage is not really going to help you in that other talent. So this is awesome. You're going to get even more hero skill damage when this is maxed. Then up top, you have a choice between when your Legion casts a rage skill, they have 25% chance to silence the target, preventing them from casting rage skills. And then the other one is casting rage skills. When casting rage skills, a buff effect is dispelled from the target Legion. Honestly, both of these really do not matter in battle, but the silence is better. When you cast a rage skill, maybe you silence them. If they were just about to cast a rage skill before they die, they're not going to be able to do it. In this case, when you cast a rage skill, you dispel a buff from them, but I can't really think of any buff they might have that is super important for you to get removed from them. If you're attacking ranged Legions with powerful Calvary, 2 Calvary units hitting them simultaneously, you're going to take them out in 7 seconds roughly. So, whatever buff they have is going to be gone anyway when their ghost flies back. Anyway, that's Forondil for you.